People forget that various religious traditions, some have separation of church and state, others don't. You know, and people always say in the Muslim tradition there isn't one. Well, the Shia certainly don't believe that. Yeah. And they think that St. Thomas has a lot to offer. You know, and when you look from the perspective of the kinds of things I've been doing, particularly in the Middle East, what we're seeing really, I think Samuel Huntington had it wrong when he said there was a clash of civilizations, and he posed it as the West versus the East. It's not that. It's actually more of a clash of two fundamentalisms. You know, you have a secular fundamentalism in the West, which is what the Pope was trying to talk about, but for bad staff work, at Regensburg. And as one of our Persian friends said, well, at least if you're going to quote a Persian philosopher, you should at least give him a name. You know, but they said their view was the Pope was absolutely right. They said, you are suffering from a secular fundamentalism. We are living under the boot of a religious fundamentalism. You know, you have secularism without faith, and you have reason without, or faith without reason. He says both of them, unless we have an alliance in the middle, they're going to kill us all. Okay, now that is when the Muslim scholars responded, the one word, you know, one word among us, and some other things that have gone on with various and sundry people coming in and talking at the synods. You know, you can do alliances. You can even do alliances on women's rights, you know. But you've got to listen long enough to where it comes from, because as I see it, even among Muslims, they say, well, look, you know, the deeper you dig on this, you know, the prophet's wife asked him to marry her. She was a businesswoman. She continued in business. She employed him. Right? You know, and it was, he says, if you use the example of the prophet, you can't have these rules. These are tribal, traditional rules that have nothing to do with Islam. You know, unless you listen to a Muslim tell you that. If I told a group of Muslims like that, they'd say, what's this wiseacre coming from? You know, but if I listen to them and say, well, look, I can quote, you know, Sheikh so-and-so, you know, then I get the credibility of his aura. You know, and those are the kinds of alliances I think we really need on everything, from environment, you name it, the practical problems that we all share as human beings. There's all kinds of things we can be doing together. You know, and guess what? You might learn something in the process. Yeah.